Hello. And surprise, I'm playing songs from in the game this time, instead of outside. These are just all the things you can get from the Noctis event. Since I don't think I showed all of these. There's Velocity Fantastica. Hammerhead is also here. I think those two were the songs that I wanted, that I heard during the Noctis questline. There's a camping song, which also just sounds like a shopping network kind of deal. Various fancy battle type themes. And also this, which I think plays in the car. That said, hello and welcome. It's another kind of chill stream of just trying to level up, because I'm not quite caught up yet. But first, what present does a Blephazza have? An Eye of Fire. Okay. Just gonna start with Palace of the Dead, as before. Maybe before? Maybe I didn't start with that before? I don't know. Just going to have a chill time! I figured I'd stream it, just in case, because I do want to do some of the Scholar quests too, and I don't want to do those off camera or anything. So, you know, why not? Ignore that. Right. That was not the right travel point. This is Gridania, not Quarry Mill. Silly Robin. I guess another reason I probably wanted to stream is because maybe I can stream every day. Maybe I can develop a crazy habit. Who knows? I don't remember if the next set of floors I'll be doing on Scholar is actually a repeat or not, because I'm at 71. Out of 100 that we're able to do in this way. So we'll see. Shouldn't be too bad. I still wish that, like, my Chocobo, my minion, and my pet could all ride in the Regalia with me. Regalia. That'd be fun. Just gonna fly around. Once I get to level 50, I could fight Odin. I don't remember how you get the quest for Odin, but I know that Odin is level 50, I think. And this is Odin's house over here. That may be an eventuality. I do not know for sure. It's still kind of funny to just have this car. Another thing that exists now in the game as of today, well, there's two things that were done today actually. The Dragon Quest X crossover event is back, and there's also a Moogle prize thing that exists. I don't know how much of those I can engage with right now. I think you probably need to be like level 50 for those as well. Average wait time more than 30 minutes for this, apparently. We can at least maybe talk to somebody around here. I believe there's an NPC or more. Okay, here's the Moogle prize one, I believe. Yeah, you can get a bomber jacket. Which is pretty not Sucro aesthetic, but fun. Anyway. Hello! 2 healers, a tank, and a DPS. Sure, why not? Apparently the tank is just playing this like a tank, pulling everything. Why not, I guess, again. I mean, if it works, it works. But you shouldn't just ignore all of the dungeon mechanics entirely. Why are you ignoring all of the treasure chests, everyone? Please. I need these. Thank you. The myriad different ways that people decide to play in the Palace of the Dead are fascinating. My own ways included, I probably guess. People are so hasty in this game sometimes. Oh well. As a healer, I should be prepared for any and all party dispositions. Especially ones that I think are dumb. I feel like I'm being a little mean to random people. What are you doing? And why? But again, I guess it's working out, so whatever. Oh hey, it's the music from a dungeon that we haven't seen yet that I like. This is music from the Great Goobal Library. Theme of books, if you will. Good grief. This is probably what actual dungeons will play like. Well, like regular dungeons, I should say. Because this is kind of a dungeon. It's just not the regular kind. I just ran straight through that. Surprised this works. But alright. It would be a little bit funny if, like, switching to healer made me more frustrated with random people in general. Because I feel like I've complained a few times about Palace of the Dead, and I already feel bad about it. What's that sound? Is that just the sound that a Sasquatch makes? Oh, gross. They have a gross attack that I don't like. Oh well. I guess to be fair to myself, some of my quote-unquote complaining is more like, oh no, kind of emotion. Well, can't do most of my stuff on account of silence, but that's fine. I thought that torch in the background was one of the people standing around, like one of our party members, but it was not. Abilities unavailable. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, I see. I get your joke. But it's fine now. Abilities are available again. I wonder if I had ether flow stacks before I went to an abilities unavailable for, would I lose them or would they just be unusable? I actually don't know. Maybe I did have ether flow stacks before. It's kind of funny how I like alternate between saying Aether and Ether just arbitrarily. By the way, look at my evil book. It's very red and full of malice looking. I'm getting the hang of where my buttons are to some degree, which is important, probably. We're rushing through this dungeon so much that we're not even using items that would help us rush. Yeah, I want this. Oh, hey. There was briefly, uh-oh. People, we have to fight the Mimic. You can't just ignore the Mimic. There was briefly one of the features of Palace of the Dead that happens. Sometimes there are enemies that are, there are like rare enemies that are like NPCs. And they're always NPCs that are like minor characters who have died in the story of the game. So I don't know exactly who that was that died over there, but it might not even be someone who's died canonically for us yet. Yep, hello. More palace, more leveling of scholar. more casting broil. That group was in a very large amount of hurry. But it went alright in the end. They can't even be bothered to walk to the exit. They have to, like, leave the duty through a menu because it's slightly faster. Whatever. They probably didn't commend anybody either. Ah, yeah, this wasn't a reboot. Morality is but an illusion, and she would dare preach its falsehoods to besmirch her spirit, so to close her eyes to the truth. Says this guy. Could she not see the girl lamented the veil of death, that she would have rejoiced to see it lifted? I'm from Tactics Ogre. I forget this guy's name. Level 40. What's that guy's name again? Obleth or something? I don't know. Internet, tell me the secret. Nibeth is his name. Nibeth Abdilord. A recurring antagonist and the father of several recruitable characters. Oh, okay. Good to know. Hello and welcome. Also, yeah, his mustache does transcend death. Now that you've mentioned it. Nileth Abdilord is a funny name. Oh, I have a plant. I have a weird plant in my inventory and an easel now. It's fine. You might have missed us killing Teleji Adeleji's corpse, but I'm not sure. It was someone. I wasn't even in the room when that happened. It was some, like, I think they were labeled, like, something plutocrat or something like that. Also, we haven't even met that character in the story yet. So, let's pretend that it didn't happen. Check out my evil book. This is what weapons look like when, they're above 60 in Palace of the Dead. You can get this outside of the palace as well if you exchange all of your ether pool levels. Like, I don't think I have enough ether pool levels to actually get that. Also, I don't know why I keep saying ether and also sometimes saying aether. Like, I can't decide which it is. I already said this in the stream, but I'm still thinking about it. It could be either. It could be ether. Ha ha ha. Okay. By the way, something funny I noticed. So we're not quite at that point of the Scholar quest yet, but they do have a lot to deal with tonberries. And you'll notice that Sucro's default outfit has a knife and a lantern on it. It was meant to be all along. That said, Sucro is a cat, not a tonberry. At least for now. But she'll never actually be like a tonberry. She's just a cat. Possible. Less than 5 minutes. So what's this grading for? What's the structural purpose of this room? There's like bars disguising very small alcoves. Blood cleaning? Maybe. You know what this room is actually kind of making me think about? It's kind of making me think about the Velvet Room a little bit. Like, not like majorly. Oh, I can't get in the coffin. But just a little bit. And I'm realizing that if they did a Persona crossover out of nowhere and had like the third deep dungeon be a Persona crossover place, all of the intermediate areas could be the Velvet Room. And just have the song. And then you could get the song on your orchestrion. The aria of the soul. There are so many things that would work really well as a crossover for this dungeon format specifically that I want them to do. But I'll also take an original one, because I just actually really like the deep dungeon format. It's fun. I want to climb in one of the coffins and teleport to Gravelord Nito, so I can join the Covenant and get a cool sword really early. But it won't let me. There's not really much you can do while waiting for this, I suppose. I just wanted to make sure I knew the location of the Dragon Quest event NPC. But if I were to try and go talk to them now, I would surely... the line would surely be ended. The Dragon Quest event is now, I think. I believe it and the Moogle stuff is happening simultaneously. I mean, I can try and go check. Oh, I can't teleport out of here. So I'd have to go through 2 loading screens. Doesn't seem safe. I'll just bask in this aura of power. This is a repeat of the previous Dragon Quest event. Why did it make that noise? This effect is really weird. But yeah, this is a repeat of the previous Dragon Quest stuff, breaking brick mountains, I think. There's a scene that you don't imagine would be appreciated. Interesting. Sounds probable. So maybe I should do that off camera. Then, I don't know. Given that it's Dragon Quest, I have a fairly decent idea of what that scene would entail, like automatically. Because like there's a phenomenon, let's call it, in Dragon Quest games. It shows up repeatedly that feels like an inevitable reference. I don't know if they referenced that, but maybe they did. Hey, where's the dungeon happen? When is the dungeon? As far as I know, it's like a bunch of fates mostly, but I don't know. You can get a King Slime hat. You can get the mask of the bandit people, the toughs, I think they're called. I don't know. In order to make this dungeon go forward, I will attempt to do other things so that it happens as soon as I try to do anything else. Yeah, the Moogle stuff is fun. I was taking a look at that a second ago. This bomber jacket kind of deal is one thing. You've got like mounts, hairstyle, music, ostensibly special map, barding, various other mount horns, etc. Oh hey, this is Tamtara hard mode over here. Because this is the, this is one of the people that was in Edda's party. That's the thing that was supposed to be done before the palace, plot-wise. I think you're the Dragon Quest one? Yeah. I'm Havik Alvak, a self-styled student of sundry subjects. Yep, this is Dragon Quest already. We're doing all the alliteration we can. Though I'm best known, perhaps, for putting pen to parchment for a popular paper, the Mithril Eye. In these times of trials and tribulations, the subject of singular strangeness has ensnared my senses, magical monstrosities more commonly known as golems. But I speak now of no common creation of magecraft. No, these shambling servants of stone have no equivalent in all of Eorzea. Should these curious constructions contain ores of extraordinary origin, well, I can only imagine the influence it might exert over Ul'dah's economy. Amajina and Sons' mineral concern has come to a congruent conclusion, and its superiors seek a savvy adventurer to separate the facts from the fantastic. A representative of Amajina and Sons awaits outside Arzaneth Ossuary. If exploring this enigma seems an entertaining endeavor, I would wander over before this window of opportunity is wasted. Nice quest accepted logo. You can immediately tell Dragon Quest rating. Having been warned about this, I'm wary of actually continuing this on camera, but I don't know. Do you happen to know when the scene happens? Is it like really soon? Is it quick? That person has a flying brick named Forgive and Hate. Yep. That's Dragon Quest for you. Don't sneak up on me like that. Are you trying to make me soil my breeches? Here for the job, are you? I hope you have experience dismantling golems. We've been gathering reports of some never-before-seen constructs would begun showing up all over the damn realm. Nary soul knows what the creatures are made of, so Amajina and Sons means to be the first to take a pickaxe to this mystery motherlode. I need you to get out there, take apart one of them shambling piles of bricks, and bring me back a good-sized chunk of the remaining rubble. What do you say, eh? Will you give it a shot? Sure. Good, lass. I'll have a nice, refreshing reward for you when you get back. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's after. It's gonna do the puff-puff joke. Like, 100% certain. Sigh. Well, you can't open the map for this one. I'll worry about that later. Because you do get prizes. It's got cat ears on the top of it? How does that work? That's very silly. I will never use this even if I do get it. So, you know. Oh, that's cute. The description for the minion, the Brickman, gets up and looks over as if it wants to join the party. That's a cute little bit. I don't know what level the Fates are, and I don't know their exact location, so going for that now would not be very practical. Does nobody do like the end of Palace of the Dead anymore or something? So these probably cannot be obtained anymore. But I can look at what used to be available through the previous parts of this. So the website does show me where the Fates are. I don't know what level they are. Oh? I believe that's caster gear, yeah? Okay. That's alright, I guess. Not really my style. kind of a lot. Oh, no. I think the whole thing's a little bit of a lot. Okay, actually, I think the shoes are the most a lot of this. They're like high-heeled, clawed metal boot things. I think that's the most a lot. Well, that and I guess the helmet still. Where's the fire even coming from? The shirt could work. I just have a lot of opinions about fashion. Central Thanalan is where one of the things is. I think they can show up in a lot of different locations. I think it shows up over here. That was an accidental finger snap. That's fine. I'm concerned about Palace of the Dead. Because it's not going anywhere. People probably only just do like 451 to 61 or 60 constantly. And nothing else. Hey, what's this? Is that like the Temple of Karn, maybe? I don't know. We've been waiting 20 minutes for Palace of the Dead, and that's wild. I do want to do all of it, but, like, apparently nobody wants to do this part. Oh, you can't land here. You're not supposed to be up here, so... Okay. I'll just stand around here, and we'll wait for a bit. So how's everyone doing? I'm a little tired, but I think I'm okay. Hello. We are waiting in line. And also waiting to see if an event pops up here, because I don't even know what level it is. You know, just in case, I guess. It's really strange to have been waiting in line for Palace of the Dead for 24 minutes. The Dragon Quest crossover stuff is happening now. So I just went to one of the locations where the Fate can appear. I'm just sitting around here waiting to see if either the line, see if I get anywhere in queue, or if this pops up. I might not even be high enough level to participate, because I actually don't know what level you need to be, and I'm only level 40 on Scholar. I mean, there's a lot of people here suddenly, so maybe it's going to happen soon. There must be like a schedule for this kind of thing. That's a fun chocobo. This person's chocobo is named Ver Chocobo. And they have the red mage parting, I think. The queue is for Palace of the Dead, floor 81. At least I think it's 81. Yeah, 81 through 90. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I remember waiting for Fates to start back in the day. Try and get like fox ears, I think it was. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess. I just want to do... I imagine most people do the random Palace of the Dead stuff on like floor 51 through 60, just repeatedly. But I haven't had this much trouble finding a group for any of the other floors, really. This is only one of many possible locations for this fate to appear, from what I understand, as well, so... At least we have peaceful ambience. I am in Eastern Time, so currently where I live it is 3:38 p.m. The game is displaying Eorzean time up in the corner. But I think I can toggle that. Yeah, local time, 3:38. Standard time, server time, 7:38 p.m. Just gonna read this book. Thinking about book. Maybe I ought to do something else instead. We could do 2 more scholar quests. So let's do that. To level, I've been doing a lot of Palace of the Dead, but also just roulettes and stuff, I guess. Nothing too complicated or anything like that. I went to the wrong place. Once I get back up to level 50, we can continue with the story where I left off, I think. Hey, Alkazolka. The last remnants. Ah, Sucro, I was hoping you might come along. Deciphering the treatise has proven more difficult than I anticipated, but I've nevertheless made progress. It contains a wealth of military knowledge, much of which details the role of scholars in Nemean units. Apparently, a single scholar could provide effective support for an entire party of marauders. They would employ their magics to heal the wounds and enhance the abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles, as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried in the gulf of eternity. The treatise indicates that Nemean scholars wielded a far more diverse repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells, I cannot say. However, the fault may lie with your fairy. One could surmise that the knowledge contained within the soul of the scholar is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, it would suggest that... A thought occurs to me. If it is indeed the case that the fairy, having been sealed for 1500 years, has yet to fully regain her senses, mayhap visiting a familiar location would hasten the process. I can think of no more familiar place than the city of Nim, rather what remains of it in outer Lenosha. Okay, time to go to that place. I like the scholar quests from what I remember, so I'm glad to be doing them again. They really don't let you fly very high in these old areas. I mean, of course they don't, really, but still. The fairy strains to remember. Forgotten Whisper. This is a cool area. Oh. You're a hunting log target. I need to do those again. Hunting logs probably aren't like the most efficient things that you can do, but they're kind of fun. So I'm not worried too much about efficiency overall. Book smack. Observe the distant ruins. They seem to be still floating, so that's something. Could be a lot worse. Eos seems pleased. Maybe. The forgotten whispers of Nim have rekindled the fairy's memories. And now we just go back and speak to Alcazolka again. Okay. Nothing too crazy for this one yet. I'm going to be right back, actually. Hello, I am back. Let's go talk to Alcazilka. As we said we would. Welcome back, Sucro. I gather the experiment met with success. And this strongly suggests that each fairy is a distinct individual with their own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Well, I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text. At this rate, your discoveries threaten to overshadow mine. Not to bemoan your accomplishments, but I've yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though, soon enough. Not all of the quests are super involved. The fairy has imparted to you the knowledge of a new art, your AoE heal. That's very important. The consequences of anger. How curious that you always come at the most opportune time, Sucro. 'Tis divine providence, almost. Doubly so, since we've both been blessed with a chance to refine our respective arts. You see, in your absence, I've been studying a section of the Nimian treatise detailing marauder fighting techniques. The fundamentals do not differ much from modern methods, but there are slight variations in footwork and grip, as well as the distinctions between the various ranges and the attacks best employed when... forgive me, I lost sight of the more pertinent point. Nimian scholars and marauders fought side by side, yes? Well, now you and I have an opportunity to do the same. A Tonberry has been spotted in Bronze Lake, and the Marauders Guild has been asked to dispatch it. Since Tonberries dwell within the Wanderer's Palace, an ancient Nimian temple recently discovered in the wake of the calamity, there's a strong possibility that the creatures have resided there since before the fall of Nim. Do you follow my reasoning, Sucro? These malevolent creatures may have overrun the temple and claimed it for their own at the height of Nimian civilization. They may have posed a major threat to the ancient people, even. If so, then surely facing one in battle would rekindle the memories of your fairy. Even if I'm mistaken, the Tonberry poses a threat to the locals. Moreover, I would very much like to put my newly learned Nimian techniques to the test. So we will rendezvous outside the Wanderer's Palace, yes? Will do. It's gonna be fine. Whoop. Not having my AoE heal is probably one of the major reasons that I didn't just open with a leveling roulette. It's kind of important to have that, I think, in case you get thrown into a dungeon that has the right level to use it. Very well, then. The Fate's level 7? Huh. Well met, Sucro. I'd only just arrived myself. Oh, I see. It was in this vicinity that the Tonberry was last sighted. With luck, it will not have gone far. Nod. Very. Menacing. Look, atop the stairs! Most frightening creature. Gasp. My son, my dear son, at long last I... The rancor, it rises! It rises! It comes! Tonberry Wanderer. I shall draw his ire, Sucro. Lend me your support. So, one thing that kind of sucks sometimes about some scholar quests, maybe, is that you can't use the D-pad to cycle to allied NPCs because they're not technically in your party. So, you know. Did the Tonberry summon these abominations? They're only but slime. Oh, now he's the doer instead of the thinker. So I have to, like, manually do some bullshit here. Why aren't you getting healed for shit? Why do my heals do nothing to you? Does this even work? No, that literally doesn't work. That does. Maybe I'm not expected to heal him then? He did say lend me your support. Spirit Dart. I think I did hear that the Scholar quests are difficult. Maybe. I can't move, so that's not good. Also, Alkazilka is not doing a very good job at tanking, but I guess that's fine. Oh, he healed himself. I mean, it worked out in the end. Ah! What are you doing? Move, damn you! My... Confound it all! The fairy stopped us from destroying the Tonberry. Mysterious. The encounter with the Tonberry has rekindled the fairy's memories. What happened, Sucro? I thought you could control her. No, she's friend, not tool. Come on. I apologize. I know you've only just begun to work with the fairy. Some disobedience is to be expected. Axemaster Windzone will be disappointed, but there's naught we can do. The Tonberry's long gone. Let us return to Limsalominsa. Fairy is friend. Not to be controlled. Don't be mean, Alkazilka. We just established that fairies have their own memories and stuff. And personalities. I believe this is all the scholar stuff we can do for right now. Unfortunately. Well, was this 40? Yeah, it was. Okay. Ah, Sucro. Permit me to apologize a second time. Earlier I was flustered and not myself. In the aftermath of that Tonberry's escape, I completely overlooked our accomplishments. We confirmed the viability of Nimian tactics and proved that a scholar and a marauder working in tandem is a force to be reckoned with, would you not say? And correct me if I'm mistaken, but your fairy regained some of her memory, yes? With that in mind, I feel comfortable claiming that this was a worthwhile endeavor. However, do try and gain greater mastery over your minion, Sucro. I would hate for a repeat of that incident. Fairy's friend! Don't be mean. Okay, so let's... Time for everyone's favorite thing. Watching people play the roulette, I guess? I don't know. Content creation. What dungeon will we get this time? Sestasha. No, it's Tamtara. I was close. Fairy will make this trivial. Let's see, I literally only have, like, Bio, Ruin, Physic, Resurrection, Lucid Dreaming. This is all Fairy. Also, I just noticed that our tank is named Perrin Ibarra, which is the name of a character from the Wheel of Time series. And one of the DPS just said, feel free to pull more if you feel safe to the tank. Which is funny, as the DPS... Funny for the DPS to be the one suggesting that to me. Because I feel like the amount of enemies that you pull is kind of like up to the tank and the healer, I would say. Just intrinsically. But you know, I can handle it. Doing more at once, probably. I find that being a healer has already made me more critical of the behavior of my party members. Potentially. This room is optional, because this is an earlier dungeon with some weird stuff like that in it. The tank seems to be new to the game, and the other people in the party are giving advice and tips and helping. That's nice to see. I appreciate this game's community when it's good. Forgot to use bio. I'm definitely healing too much and too early. Just gotta get back into the groove of the roll. Generally. It's not like a huge concern in Tamtara, of course. Because it's Tamtara. Evidently, I'm not terribly talkative today. But that's probably fine. I suppose I'm not terribly talkative during dungeons sometimes. A little bit of a low-key stream, I guess. Nobody wants any of this stuff. Free company seals for me, I guess. Honestly, the fairy is handling everything completely fine, for the most part. I used Isuna once. I'm gonna commend the tank, because they're doing their best to learn. Oh no, apparently the previous tank that one of the people in this party had kept turning their tank stance off and on because they thought it was an active ability. And our tank admits to doing that at first. That's pretty funny. I'm happy to see people with good attitudes, though. I got 3 commendations. That's heal for you, I guess. You should be able to commend Eos instead of the Scholar. And then the little player menu thing over here should list commendations Eos has received as a separate number. I'm the heart of the party. I feel okay wearing that title now that I'm a healer and thus deserve it. Question mark? I mean, I'm gonna revise that sentence. You can deserve commendations as any role. But as a healer, I feel like this title is more appropriate. Anyway, everyone's other favorite thing, Guild has to rely. Wow! Guild has very exciting content within the video game. I'm level 42 though. Did I get 2 levels from that? I must have been 41. At least with the adventure and need things, I can choose to do... I can still get some benefit out of doing roulettes even after I've done them once a day. Theoretically. Tank was asleep. I'll probably try to see if the Palace of the Dead line is moving anywhere again after this. Casually applying bio to everything. Hooray! I'm gonna commend the person with the funniest name. Two commendations for doing almost nothing. Thank you, EOS again. Oh boy. You really should be able to commend EOS. Right. Let's try Palace again. See if it's moving. By the time of the next stream after this one, I should probably be at level to do things again. I don't feel like I'm trying not to apologize for taking a while to get back to do things. That's good English. Hello! It's fairy time. This is a good time for fairies. I'm trying not to apologize for like taking a while to get back to the main quest, because I don't think anyone's actually upset by this. Scholar fairies are good. I think I like Eos more than Celine. But we do have the option to have Celine if we want. Both are very good fairy. Someone pet my cat. My Gaelic cat. In return, I will pat her Gaelic kitten. Flufflemew Bouncy is a powerful name. The Oathkeeper. Oh. We both have weatherproof Gaelic cat. They don't seem to be interacting. Much like real cats. If you put two of them together, they might not care. Hey, we have 2 out of 4 people in the palace party so far. Is that the Karn robe? Yeah, the Karn cowl. I've seen those before. There's a few different minions I might consider using instead of the weatherproof Gaelic cat. Some of which will take significantly more effort to get than others. You can get another fairy that's a minion called Anima if you do the Anima Weapon questline. Because Anima manifests a physical form after gaining sapience and such. They're like a mechanical fairy. It's good. Flufflemew Bouncy is going around petting everyone's minions. I appreciate them. You can also get a wind-up Tonberry minion, which feels appropriate for the Scholar. But I do love the Gaelic cat. Who I still wish you could name your minions. So that I could name them Parka. But they are cute. What a good cat. That person is named the Baconator Rocks. That person is named Captain Thundertoe. Okay. I do love to observe player MMO names. MMO player names, rather. I have a better book. It's like the last one, but slightly more blue. Rika says nya at me. I had to inform Rika about Flufflemew Bouncy. Palace seems to still be taking its time. But at least we're waiting in line with someone else. Mysterious and unknown though they may be. Can I just fly over this? Yes. The goblins aren't even trying to attack me. There we go. Hey, there we go. The timing made it seem like I exploded and the screen faded out. Hello, team. We immediately blew up. Explosions everywhere. Well. My one problem with Scholar, and I don't know if they're actually fixing it, is I wish that Ether Flow restores 10% of maximum HP and gives you 3 Ether Flow stacks. I wish that that was usable outside of combat. Because the way in which it is used is very weird to me. Like, I think it's almost on global cooldown, but it's not. Like, if I have it ready and I use Bio 2, I don't think I'm able to use it for a second until it processes that I'm in combat. Which is odd. I also feel too afraid to use Energy Drain, because that would use an Ether Flow stack that I could use to heal people. Like, okay, so Ether Flow is ready. Apparently I'm insisting on using Ether instead of Aether. I'm a Toad now, so never mind. Nothing's ready when you're a Toad. I'm still a Toad. Now I'm not. Okay. Once I get into combat, I'll try and explain what I mean. I'm gonna use this intuition. Okay. So... oh wait, no, I could use it instantly that time. It's finicky. Sometimes it doesn't let me do it immediately. Like, maybe it's when I don't... maybe it is when I am the first to engage an enemy. It is unclear. Also, check out this completely safe-looking environment. There's lava now. It's safe. It's fine to be here. I really like this music, by the way. From the Great Kubal Library. Yeah, like, see, Aetherflow took a second to be ready there, when I was the first one to get aggro on that creature by casting Bio right away. I suppose the proper way to put Energy Drain into the rotation, as it were, would be to, like, when you have Aetherflow almost ready, and you can just refill it. Like, you don't want to overflow. You want to use your extra... So I'm definitely not doing this optimally, but, like, dealing optimal amounts of damage as a healer is less important than for other people. Healers are supposed to do damage, yes. Healers are supposed to do as much damage as they can. But I feel less bad about messing up DPS stuff as a healer. Because it's not like my #1 priority. Maybe that makes sense. Hopefully. There was no reason for me to do that. I just wanted to pretend like I was doing more healing. As I become a better scholar, I will probably learn to do that sort of thing with DPS naturally. Why would you use an alteration at floor 84? I don't think there's a benefit to doing that. So the Pomander of Alteration turns one of the rooms on the next floor into a room full of Mandragoras, which give you a lot of experience points, or a room full of Mimics, which give you a lot of pain. And I guess they can drop treasure chests more often? But, like, at this point of the palace, we are at the level capped for the palace. So the experience points are not beneficial to us, and the Mimics are just going to be an obstacle. So I would think that at this point, there's no reason to use an alteration, but maybe I'm not correct? Like, if the mimics do drop a treasure chest more often than not, then there could be some value to it. But it also seems very risky unnecessarily. Oh yeah, that's a feature of one enemy of the palace. There's this enemy that attacks you before they get aggroed. I forgot about that feature. That's a fun one. As you get further into the Palace of the Dead, things begin to... Oh, hey, here's the Mandragoras. They die instantly, but they scream when they die, which stuns you if you're in this area. Ow. So I don't really know what the benefit of encountering a Mandragora at this point is. But that's fine. So I wish you could use Ether Flow outside of combat, partially because that would give me access to my instant heals outside of combat. Wow, we are getting so many Pomanders of Intuition. I don't think we'll be able to make use of all of these. Okay, the floor is here again. Auto heal disabled. Nah. I mean, I could have handled that. I shouldn't have wasted that in case there was something worse later. We're gonna get so many prizes from this, though. So many prizes. I think this music is from one of the Beast Tribe villages. It's a weird one for the palace to have in it. I think this is like the Gundu tribe music, maybe? In the Sea of Clouds of Heavensward. Vanu Vanu. I think the specific Vanu Vanu group is the Gundu. And there's also the Vundu, I believe. More intuition. We're intuiting so much today. Auto heal disabled. Again. Ah, my hubris. It's fine. That works too. Makes sense that we'd use that now, actually. Whoop. Whoop. 5 accursed hordes so far. So many. And what's our problem this floor? Damage dealt and no sprinting. Lots of silvers on this floor though. I was afraid someone was about to run straight over that mine on the floor. I don't remember which one that is, but it would have been probably not good. It's generally safe to assume that you shouldn't step on those. And now, onto the boss fight. I remember you having mechanic. I don't remember what they are, but I am a little concerned. I believe you killed a Grey Bomb? Probably. This boss music is very good. We'll be getting to where it actually plays in the game most of the time. Soonish, I guess? All things considered. And we did a random commending. Whoops, wrong button. Sure, there's lots of gravestone around here. Level up! And now I'm going to be right back again. Hello, I am here again. Once again, I have returned. There's this thing down here on the HUD above HP that says all, and I don't even really know what that means. I think that adjusts like who you can target or something, and I just realized it was there, and I just remembered that I never know what it meant. And I don't know how to change it. Anyway. Let's ready for the final set of floors that we're allowed to do in this configuration. And see what happened. And we can also open our prizes, I guess. We got a lot of them. Many prizes. Sniffle. Sparkler. Replica pants. Prism. It's mostly garbage, it would seem. Prism. Something slightly cool. Again, pants. I seem to get pants more than anything else from this. Pants and garbage. Most of them are pants that I don't even have any interest in wanting. Any interest in having. I want to use it. There we go. The elegant pants are, well, they're of casting, which is not what I'm doing. This astrologian is healing me randomly. Oh yeah? Well, what if I healed you instead? I can't use a lot of my heals because I need ether flow stacks. I'll be right back. I don't have ether flow yet. I cannot actually heal this person more, but I did flee. Take that. Anyway, what was I looking at? Armory chest. So, elegant pants are of casting, which I'm not. And also, oh yeah, right. They're okay. They're not like Sucro style at all. Trying to fit everything into a certain style or aesthetic of a character, it makes it a lot more difficult to find stuff that I want. is the thing. Once again, we are at 1 out of 4. I wonder how long we must wait. This is happening again. I didn't get credit last time. You can also fight the event-related goblins to find some of these, I think. Also, the quest NPC is Crestfallen Merchant. They could be a Dark Souls. Sometimes I get alarmed when Eos targets me with the heal because it makes the "you're being targeted" sound. I hope this person knows to turn in the crates to the NPC. Because they're just fighting stuff. Once again, we are waiting in line for longer than the listed average wait time, which is gradually increasing. And now they're just leaving. Did they turn in anything? Weird. Good thing about fates like this is that you can leave the area of the fate and still get credit. Make haste to the heart of the hive, it says. Oh, right, this one. This is dangerous to try and do by myself. At my level with my equipment and whatnot. What's over here? Boss fight. Behold the exciting scholar. Both my chocobo and my fairy healing me means I just do this all the time. It's kind of funny, honestly. I zoned out so much I even forgot to use bio, which is kind of important. Yeah, Boaster's doing a good dance over there. That's the I'm waiting to heal but don't lose enough HP at a time for me to need to heal dance, I assume. Oh, there we go. Here's Choco regen. Scholar is truly powerful. Scholar could probably, from what I've read, Scholar could solo Palace of the Dead. I think any class, except for like a few. There are a few classes that would be really bad at soloing Palace of the Dead, but most of them could. Scholar could easily survive it, but the damage they do is small enough that they would have trouble with a time limit. Palace of the Dead has a time limit, if you didn't know this. If it didn't, Scholar would just be easy mode, probably. We had 2 people in the party for a second. In the waiting list. Probably not going to get a lot of credit for this one. I wonder if withdrawing from the queue and then rejoining it does anything at all, or if it's just like a I have to restart the computer syndrome that's telling me to do that. I just want to see the last 10 floors of the palace. That's all. That person has a crazy looking shoulder though. I don't know what barding that is. I got like 2 points for that one. Oops. Keep accidentally opening the chat for a brief second. I wish that wasn't a function. Not that it really matters. I try to cover it for a reason. That reason being privacy. And then I just accidentally do that. Not to mention just talking about what people say all the time. Let's try re-registering, because, like, it doesn't really matter if that doesn't do anything. It does still say the average wait time is 17 minutes. Because, like, that would matter if it were, say, a leveling roulette, and you had a visible place in line, but we don't, and it's not, so... How did I get silver for that? I won't question it. I will accept it. I just want to fight Nibeth Abdulord and his funny name. I believe that once you clear floor 100, you are able to purchase for Gilmore Potsherd's Orchestrion rolls of the Ogre battle music. I guess it's the Tactics Ogre music, to be more specific. This is where the Palace of the Dead lives. This pit here. Oh, there's a rope ladder descending into it. With flight, you can admire all of the details, because I don't think you're allowed to land in here. Yeah, they have this rope ladder fixed to the ground with some poles and rope here. That's cool. I appreciate a detail. What dungeon is this? Oh, that's Ampedor. Or one of the Ampedors. There's Lost City of Ampedor and there's Ampedor Keep. I haven't done either of those yet. There's a lot of dungeons that I can do at this point. I think. At least once I hit 50. I don't know how many of those I should do on camera. Or if it matters, because I do want to not take forever to get anywhere. I can probably do like some side quest stuff without streaming it. Right? Probably. I got gold for that, and an achievement. That's the achievement for doing a lot of fates, I would imagine. 100 fates. I have 5 achievement certificates and could probably get more, and I don't think there's really anything left for me to spend those on, because a lot of those rewards are account-wide. Well, if I got one more, I could get the funny Magitech Deathclaw, actually. Let's go see if I've earned another achievement certificate. Because the Deathclaw is not account-wide. And it costs 6. This is a thing I remember. So, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all having a good day. I got nothing to talk about. So I'm just asking that again. There's a person named Bing Bang Kapowie. Good. Achievement man. I got 2 of them. I think I have like almost all of the things that I care about. Give me that. After a certain point, I think the only thing you can really do with achievement certificates that's not redundant is buy 1,000,000 copies of the Hildebrand portrait furniture. Which is... I can understand there being a reason to do this, maybe? Question mark? Why did I teleport back to regular Gridania from old Gridania? I think I meant to go to Quarry Mill and I teleported to Gridania again. There is a certain set of people that are constantly hanging out around regular Gridania. Hello. I'm sleepy today too. Like, every time I teleport here, I see the same people talking. And I guess they subscribe to this game entirely to stand around and talk to each other, which is valid. I wonder if they do anything else. There's always going to be a set of people or more sets of people in MMOs who do this, I suppose. Also, I guess that's a description of what role-playing could be in an MMO? Sorta? I think it's probably a little bit more involved. Anyway, so the funny Magitech Deathclaw. Possibly one of the funniest mounts. Just grabbed, held. And if you face the camera, your character just has this look of defeat and sadness. It's gonna keep telling me my mount can't fly any higher. I guess that's just a neutral expression. It's a living. Correct. I think this looks the same if you're flying around on the ground too. Well, it's a little different. Not really. This looks uncomfortable. But it is funny. I just want to do the last set of the palace floors, goodness. Nobody's doing them. I got stunned by a shield bash. How rude. Ah, the challenge log for leveling up Chocobo is almost complete. That's the best way to get Chocobo experience. So it's good to do it. I want Boaster to become strong. Oh, by the way, I was talking about the wind-up Tonberry minion earlier. If you use that minion and you're in combat, it will attempt to help you. It will waddle up to enemies and stab at them and not even make any numbers. It will just like wave its knife at things. It's very good. I forgot about this until I read about it yesterday. It'll also try to fight other people's minions, I think. Very wants to stab. Precisely. It seems that nobody in the world wants to do Palace 91 to 100 right now. I wandered out of the Fate area. I just want to fight the Tactics Ogremon. That's all. I want the satisfying conclusion. I should probably be doing Fates closer to my actual level. There's not really any reason to hang around in Quarry Mill, despite that being where the line began. A new recruit has arrived. Like, level 40 Fates probably happen in Mordona. One of the Fate enemies is still mad at me. Rika, it's okay. It's not your fault that the line is taking so long. It has nothing to do with you at all. And you're good. Regardless of what I do or don't do, it's still a chill stream, because nothing crazy is happening. So really, I'm always winning. I'm accomplishing what I set out to do. Or something like that. Mordona Fates might be a little bit too high level for me, I don't remember. There's literally none happening. Except for this one, which is 45. Okay. Maybe Camp Blue Fog? Or is that even higher level? A whirlwind tour of Eorzea. Thrills and excitement. 49. Yeah, this is even more. Yeah, you can leave the map and stay in the queue. So where's the level 40 location? Probably Kurthus, maybe? Kurthus Fate? I don't actually know how important the experience scaling is here. I could probably do Fates anywhere realistically, but, you know. And like, maybe it would be better to do Fates in the areas where the Dragon Quest crossover occurs. I don't know. That's Central Thanlin, Lower Lenosha, and Upper Lenosha, and Central Shroud, and North Shroud. Whoop, I just knocked over my vertical mouse. Okay. Yeah, Kurthus... 39, 39, 49. Okay, so there's a weird section of Kurthus that's higher level, but otherwise I think this should be fine. And we get to fly through the snow. Yay. That has 15 seconds left and is also the super hard one that no one does. So never mind, let's turn around. I just want to fight Obdolord. I just want to keep saying Obdolord. Can I land on this? That'd be funny. No, I can't. I'm sad now. Can I land on this? Probably not. Wait, you can land on this. you can just sit here. Huh. Okay. I'm expecting less land-onable things because, you know... I can't even go that way. Because this is... early game area, which they added flight to late. Oh, a hunting log. Creature. Sure. Love the book smack attack. It's very good. I could also do another PvP thing, I suppose. So I'm still not really confident in my healer PvP at all. I did a pretty good job of helping. But I don't remember any of my buttons already for that one. This fate boss is called Gargamel for some reason. A Smurf was here. I wonder if I can do enough damage to defeat this creature in 5 minutes. Probably. I accidentally used Swift Cast, but that's fine. Oh, hey. Hi, Rika. I'm being rescued by Monk Cat. Very powerful. High quality. Rika is good, you're right. That's a good emote. Appears to be some kind of bongo cat. And a pastry, maybe? Rika poked me and then ran away. Very good. Still need to kill some of these Tauros. Oh, Palace of the Dead is at 3 out of 4. The power of love and friendship has made the line go forward. I wish I had effects on. Actually, no, that was funnier with effects off because Rika just like floated through the air, palm down with nothing happening for a second, and that creature then died immediately. I don't need any more Tauros, apparently. This is a cool looking area, though. I like to look at it. It's very purple. Basically, yeah. Basically, there was a sick dunk of some kind that happened. Oh wait, that won't do anything to someone not in my party. Baseball? Just need one more person for Palace of the Dead. Gonna fly my funny car around until something happens. Here's somebody floating on a horse. As one does. Oh, that fate disappeared instantaneously when I got to it. So, witch drop in this area, right? The pit that they dump heretics in to see if they're heretics. If you think about it, by the game's mechanics, this pit makes perfect sense. Because if you're resisting them, if you are resisting Ishgard, you are, in a sense, in combat with it, right? And in combat, you can die of fall damage. But if you're not in combat, you survive with 1 HP. So if you're not fighting Ishgard with your heresy, you'll survive. And then healing over time will take care of it. Unless you're low enough level to aggro the enemies that are at the bottom of the hole and they kill you. That's not really accounted for. Yeah, I guess then you're not really a heretic because you weren't killed by the fall. Unless that means like a third thing, like you were considering being a heretic but you weren't. Like maybe you were doing a thought crime or something. Ishgard seems like the kind of place that would believe in thought crime as a thing that exists and then punish people for it. There's a villainous sheep I must fight. Boss fight sheep is here. I love the noises that the sheep make in this game. I'm sad to fight one. The sheep in this game are very good. Possibly some of the best video game sheep that exists. Thrilling combat! Critically acclaimed! I mean, I actually do appreciate that I'm able to solo things as a healer without, like, any trouble. I am running out of MP. I need to fight some of these quote-unquote crocodiles. This does not appear to be a crocodile as I would describe one. It's vaguely shaped like a crocodile, maybe. While also being distinctly not. I wonder if it would be fun at this point to just use Mount Roulette instead of selecting mounts whenever I want to fly. I think you have to set a number of them to favorite. No, I think that's actually separate. I don't know. I don't know what Sucro's canonical ride of choice is. That's a mystery. Still 3 out of 4. We just need one more person who wants to see a necromancer today. That reminds me, when they were hinting, before they revealed the Reaper job class for Endwalker, there were people trying to guess it based on the shirt that Yoshi P was wearing during one of the presentations, as the shirts are almost always a hint towards something. Ah, another thing I need to destroy. And it's Wolf. Oh no. Not the Awu. And people were guessing Necromancer as the class. And Yoshi P was just like, Necromancer? What's that? Very obviously hiding something. It's kind of a Necromancer sort of class. It's got spooky ghosts. Oh, Cannoneer would be really funny, actually. I would love that. Would that be magical DPS or physical DPS? Because I can only imagine the Cannoneer being like, hey, remember when Bard and Machinist had cast times? What if we just designed a ranged class based around that from the start? Like, they differentiated, they removed that partly because their mobility was supposed to be a selling point, and because they were not too different from classes. But I would imagine if they added Cannoneer, it would have to have cast times, right? Because you're firing a freaking mortar at people. Also, how would a Cannoneer do a single target attack? I mean, I guess cannonballs don't have to explode violently, but you know. Oh, it could have the, you're right, it could have the mix mechanic because of how they've done Cannoneer sometimes. Like they do in Final Fantasy V GBA. Are they called Cannoneers in that? Because there's also the Cannoneer in Tactics Advance? Or is it just Tactics Advance 2? Some of the Tactics is... Like the Moogles could be a Cannoneer. That's it. They should bring back everyone's favorite Final Fantasy Tactics Advance job, the Tinker. Or the Gadgeteer. I think they're called both. The one where you flip the fun coin and then half of your team dies immediately. I mean, all of your team dies immediately, actually. But yeah, there's a Cannoneer type thing, and one of the Tactics Advanced things is a Moogle job. I don't think they do a mix in that one, but they do something. I do have time, so... let's look it up. Cannoneer Tactics Advance 2. Oh wait, no, they're a Bonga job, not a Moogle job. What was I thinking of? There's definitely a Heavy Gunner Moogle, I think. Cannonry abilities require a hand cannon. Specially prepared shells to deal increased damage. Organized shells for quick reloading. You know, I think a lot of this is a little bit what Machinist is already. Sure, there is a Moogle thing, I think. There's Flintlock. And there's Fusilier. Okay, that's just the Machinist one. Because there's Moogles with regular gun. And then there's Moogles with big gun. They have to prime their cannon before they can use their other abilities. Wait. They're a support? They're a healer. This is gun healer. Cure cannon, protect cannon, shell cannon, ether cannon, teleport cannon? Amazing. Seems that way, but we are getting a gun healer essentially. So this is what they look like here. They have a very powerful hat. Incidentally, another class that I apparently have a saved image of that I think they should bring back is the Green Mage. Bring back Green Mage. Cowards. Not pictured the mace or hammer that they smash you with. Green magic is weird, because there's not really a place for it in this game. Because it's stuff like protect and shell, and also you can dump oil on people so they're vulnerable to fire. And they also have like big blunt weapons that they destroy you with. It's good. I appreciate it. And you know what? While we're on the subject of Tactics Advance 2, if I can freaking get this to work. Bring back the Gria. Cowards, again. And also, this particular Gria is a Geomancer. Bring back Geomancer. Gria are great. I love them. They're like dragon ladies. They're all ladies. They've got horns, they've got pointed ears, they've got wings. And they can fly in tactics, which is helpful. I would like to see them again in any context. Like, this is the Gria Geomancer, or the Griamancer, if you will. Then there's the Raptor, who does like sword moves, like armor break and stuff, I think. She's cool. And there's like there's only 4 classes for Gria. Or maybe the Ravager here is the one that does stuff like armor break and stuff. Oh no, a crocodile is attacking me. But I don't really care. Also good, Ravager. And then the last one is... I'm just gonna stand here. It's fine. And the last one is the Hunter. Also good. Bring back the Gria. I mean, I guess Al Ra are pretty close, in this game at least. Oh hey, Palace. See you later, Crocodile. I mean, wait, no, I fucked it up. See you later, Alligator. That's what they always be saying. Anyway, we're in a party with Kirby, Isani, Lady Blood, and Black Destroyer. Okay. Fascinating. Welcome to the final set of floors of Palace of the Dead. Asterisk. Footnote. Not really. It's the final set of floors you can do without a fixed party. There's an extra set of 100 after this. It's wild. These do seem like the right kind of people for this floor. I think you're correct. I also find it very interesting that ever since I started running Palace as a healer, I've seen less DPS people in Palace. Like, I keep running into groups that have a bunch of healers or like a tank. It's very important to have a resolution on this one here. Transform user into Kuriboh. Not the kind with the shoe. The other kind. Kuriboh is like an angelic entity which deals extra damage to undead. This will become relevant. I think this is also a Beast Tribe music that's happening right now. I'm not sure which one. I still don't like the phrase Beast Tribe, but you can't really do anything about it. If I had to guess, this is... No, I don't... This can't be like the Ixal, because they have a leitmotif. B-stripes? That does remind me of something I failed to notice, or failed to mention, which popped up in the chat a while ago. Like, not in the game chat that you can't see. Someone named V Canopy was once again advertising the cannabis-themed free company, Kush Incorporated. This is not the first time I've seen an advertisement for this exact cannabis-themed free company. But it was a different person advertising this time. And they did seem to have it baked into their identity. Haha, good pun. Being named V Canopy and all that. That pun was semi-accidental. Like, I recognized it before I said it, but it fulfilled the role of what I wanted to say. So, it still got said. I feel like some of my healing is not healing as much as I wish it was. It might just be because of the tank having a lot of HP. Because tank. Tanks be like this. Ah, rage. That could be very helpful. Said a Tonberry. Hopefully not. Come on, people. Open the boxes. Get the prizes. That's the fun part. That's a fun part. I think a general rule of thumb here. Oh, well, shit. My hubris. My hubris! No one's going to help me. Because they're not paying attention. This is what happens when you open the boxes, I guess. Oh well. What was I talking about? Oh, I think I was saying I think it's a rule of thumb in this game that you use AoEs on groups of enemies that are 3 or more. Oh, we're back to this music again. Sometimes I use it on groups of enemies that are only 2. Because I'm doing it wrong. Maybe. $66, $68. Not bad. I think it goes up to $99.99. I still kind of think that it feels like floors 51 through 100 are easier than floors than the late half of, like, they're easier than, like, 41 to 50. It's a strange sort of little balance quirk, I guess. +3 for melee DPS and 2+ for everyone else? Okay. Oh, good. I can get rid of my pox. We're getting closer. Damage dealt decreased again. Okay. Dark Dragon? Isn't that a Fire Emblem? No, that's Shadow Dragon. Uh-oh. I do kind of miss being able to spread bio. Oh, geez, not again. I feel like if there wasn't a healer in this group, lure traps would be a lot worse. Like, that's one thing I've definitely noticed that being a healer helps a lot with in Palace is the lure traps. Because those are painful. So I'm glad that I can at least help sometimes. You know what? If they don't want to open treasure, I'm not gonna open the treasure. Yeah, that's probably a good way of putting it. I'm basically just trying to say it's good. It's a good thing we have a healer without like patting myself on the back too much, because that goes against my own nature. I feel safer by being a healer, I guess, is a way to put it. Oh boy. Floor 97 to 100 have this ogre battle song on them always. I think this is called Fog of Death, if I remember correctly. That's one of them. This is the song that plays in ogre battle when shit's bad. One of the songs that plays in ogre battle when shit's bad, at least. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Yeah, there are enemies that just punch you with two coffins. Actually, they typically punch the ground very hard and make a gigantic explosion. Like this. Y'all don't want that silver coffer either? Alright, fine. I really like the effect of that move, personally. It's a good visual. I would believe that, yes. It sounds like something that would happen more than once. It sounds like something that could happen in a fighting game. I know of at least one fighting game where there are coffins as weaponry. Because Guilty Gear Strive does that now. Though there is only one. Though it is also on a chain. Yep, this is Palace of the Dead. This is the last set of floors that you're allowed to do without a fixed party. Close to the bottom, actually. Because this goes down. The other dungeon of this format goes up. Ah, Christ. Does that ruin a pun that you had? Or something? Did I ruin a joke? This song is great once it gets going. Okay. God, why? Not again. Hey, there's a mimic, hey. I don't learn my lesson. Very good. Kinda. That's sort of what's happening. We should have used the Pomander flight we had, because there's literally only one floor that could have done anything on. Well, since this is 99, we might as well remove that. And also use this. Even though we're not going to bother opening any boxes ever. Oh yeah, good idea. Good idea, Lady Blood. I like that Lady Blood is a dragoon. That's correct. Because dragoons like blood in this game. Alright. Oh, and I think they just stepped on a lure trap on the way in here. Yep, they sure did. Guess I'm poxed for this fight, but that's honestly fine, probably. Tracked me down, have you? It seems my subjects were not as sturdy as I hoped. It's him. It's this guy. You stand before Nibeth Abdelord, necromancer and arbiter of life and death. This conflict was they started without me, so he's saying other shit. Mine is a noble art, the path to salvation of the body and soul. I have come too far to be stopped by the likes of you. Citizens of the Abyss, from ink to blackest night, something something. Conflict was foreordained, all is laid out upon the wheel of fate. Darkness to me, etc. Yeah, this is, you want a Kuriboh for this fight. This fight I don't think is difficult, but it is fancy. There's mini body here. I am punching the nerd. I am also a nerd, though. He's using a move called Summon Darkness. Oh, he has like the Ogre Battle kind of dark elemental shape when he do that. That's cool. Bring death to blood and flesh, destroy demented demons all. Okay. That sounds like it's probably a spell incantation from Ogre Battle or something. It is? Okay. Well, he said something at the end there. Even here they fail to understand. Uh-huh. Humanity yearns for salvation from the ravages of death, to cast off the fetters of mortality. Would you not try to free those you hold most dear? Glare. Not how you're doing it, jerk. Poof. Duty complete. Somber. And the last thing he said before he said he died was, "Ah, yes, so this is the dark. I'm becoming one with you now. It is ecstasy. Yes, the dark has chosen me. The bodies of the unwitting will be my vessels. I am immortal." He said that as he died. Okay. Anyway, I'm the only one left. Everyone else kind of just went away. Very hasty group again. Cool battle arena. Thank you, Eos, for healing my pox. Sight. Actually, I should check something. If you use a Pomander and then G-pose, nothing happens, apparently. Okay, fair enough. You're kind of right on that. It does sound like that. We got some fancy coffins and like green flames and bags of something? Skull? I don't know. Could be skull. Probably bodies. And you have this fun little winding path down here. Now, floors 100 and 1 through 200 are something you can only access if you go in Palace of the Dead with a fixed party of 1 to 4 people who you stick with the entire time. And floor 200 is very special. It's also Tactics Ogre related, but there's no boss fight there. Instead, you find like a winding path through a monochrome area down to a single clearing with like a bench, a tree, and a stand. And the stand has, not like a JoJo stand, like a little marble pedestal. And it either has the fire seal or the glass pumpkin on it. And that's your prize. It's very cool. I wish I could go there. I wish I could live there. We didn't get a single accursed horde. Though the sorcerer is vanquished, there's still much of the Palace of the Dead we've yet to uncover. I should hope you will continue your exploration of its depths. Sure. I did it. So yeah, now we can get Blasphemous Experiment. I guess you can't get all of the songs unless you get to 200, I think. I love to have Blasphemous Experiment. Is there anything else to... I don't think there's any other quests pertaining to this that we're allowed to do. If we go here, dungeon is cleared. There is like a quest if you've done Tamtara hard mode. I'm pretty sure. Where you talk to Pyoreo about stuff. But yeah, that was all of the palace that we're able to do without a dedicated group. I could try soloing it. It would go badly because my weapon and armor levels are not maxed out. And even if I had maxed out stuff, Scholar has great survivability in Palace, but not great damage. The recommended class for soloing Palace of the Dead, as far as I can tell, is Red Mage, followed by Machinist, because Machinist can do good damage and kite everything. Whereas Red Mage can just do anything that needs to be done, I suppose. So yeah. Let me check something. Okay. So the level 45 Scholar quests give something important. The level 50 Scholar quests give something important. You get so many important things from class quests that it makes it inconvenient to play this game in the streaming related format. Dang it. What else can I do? I feel like the proper thing to do at this point would be to say that the stream is done. Because we've been going for 3.5 hours, and I'm a little sleepy today, and I need to get food. And, yeah, that's correct, Rika Whisper. I do need to farm dungeons, but I think I'll probably do that off camera. And then maybe, hopefully, if everything goes well, by the time we stream again, I might be level 50 Scholar, and we might be able to do all the Scholar quests up to that level, and then continue the MSQ, finally. Maybe. That should be fun. Hey look, it's Red Eyes Meteor, the Red. I still love player names. I think I am glad to have decided to go back to Healer and invest in Scholar. I think this was correct. I think it will serve us well. Perhaps. So, thank you all for watching, as usual. Thank you for your continued support, and my usual little message about if you would like to support me in other ways, you can find them below the stream, you can spread the word, you can click bells and like and subscribe and comment or whatever. Awoo, the awoo was redeemed. Awoo. You can do any of that internet engagement stuff, but don't feel obligated to do any of it. Of course. Because I just appreciate you stopping by. Thanks. Until next time, have a good night. Sucra's gonna take a nap now. Good night, everyone.